Alrighty, so I guess if we're ready to go, we'll get back started. Okay.
Now that we've got appropriate theme music for our calamity.
Hey, I mean, it was more appropriate last time when Picaz was blowing himself up.
Yeah, and the time before that when he nearly walked out a window.
Is it ever not appropriate?
I have a feeling Monty Python should actually be the theme song for our particular group.
We only have a little bit of peril.
A small little bit, because none of us have ever died.
Despite being in a concentrated explosion.
That's why the theme song works, because we just bounce back from everything.
True.
It's because I'm nice.
It's like the Three Stooges.
Anyway.
Kinda.
Okay, so as you all enter the room, after the woman behind you slams and relocks her door very rapidly, you see Picaz just going over the desk ridiculously.
He's rubbing himself all over the desk for some weird reason.
Did you find anything there, Picaz?
Maybe.
Yeah, Alexa doesn't know what to do with that.
I think he needs to go to the med bay as soon as possible.
Alright, Picaz, you do you, and I'm gonna just walk in the other room, see what else can be seen.
Yeah, so it's a windowless room. On cursory glance, you don't really see anything, but give me a perception check. Yeah, so, yeah, Aelon and Kalani, as you're looking around, the room looks very orderly to you. There's not really a lot of stuff. There's just really the bed, the desk.
The bed, the desk, did you mean to cut off there?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else in the room, but the bed is very well made, and there's nothing on top of the desk. But Picaz is starting to go through the drawers. You see some clothes in the drawers still, but other than that, it almost looks like nobody has really been living here.
They're on the floor now.
Well, it is now messy. It was very clean and put together before that.
Are there any adjoining rooms?
It's just like a studio apartment kind of thing, so there's no other rooms in this apartment. It's just one room. Fairly small, dimly lit. But it looked like there's not like any burnt out lights or anything. It looks like it's actually functioning. It's just, and it's actually, it seems slightly brighter than the rest, like the hallways. And everything is just very clean.
Okay, have you checked the bed yet?
What? No, the lizard was looking at the desk.
What?
What?
What lizard?
The lizard.
Alright.
Like I was saying, medbay. One too many explosions for you.
Kazu's search of the desk has now come to involve sniffing.
Yeah, so the first drawer that you had closed that you were just kind of throwing in just smells like just kind of weird, but not like, it's basically just like body scent, you think.
Like lizard scent?
Yes. But other than that, you don't really smell anything in the first couple drawers that you're going through. As you're doing the sniff test, what do you guys want to do? As you couldn't tell, he's going very slowly through everything.
I will check the bed and around it.
Alrighty. Yeah, I won't make you roll a really good percent. I won't make you reroll. Yeah, so do you want to like take it apart, or are you just looking around it? What are you doing?
I would recommend, Kalani, that you take a look at the mattress and see if there's anything underneath it or in it or something of that nature.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, so as you kind of pull off the covers, kind of check around the mattress, doesn't really look like there's anything other than fabric there. Do you want to like, what do you want to do with the mattress?
After checking it what I can from the outside, if I don't find any indications of anything that way, I will rip open the seam.
Alrighty, we're destroying property now. All right, sounds good. So yeah, you can. It takes you a while to work at that, so it's not like an instantaneous. But you've kind of got claws and stuff, so you can do it.
I was gonna suggest you just kind of push down on the mattress to see if it was real, but okay, if you have to cut it open, but okay.
Isn't that the sort of thing investigators do? I don't know.
It can be.
So are you just gonna like try and take the whole cover off the mattress? Like how do you want to do this?
I don't know anymore.
Okay, you're just gonna start slowly disassembling the mattress, looking for pieces. It's gonna take you a while to get through it all.
I was just thinking, test the bed, make sure it was real, but okay.
And I didn't find anything around the bed, the frame, tin around something.
There looks like there's some more like clothes underneath the bed. It's kind of raised off the floor a little bit.
Okay, I investigate those, see if there's something hidden in there.
And yeah, you go through it all. It's kind of just clothes. So while you're destroying the mattress and Picasso's sniffing the drawers, anybody else want to be doing anything? Or I'll skip to giving Picasso's next thing.
Starting to feel like someone else should have done this.
Pocahontas, did you check anything behind the desk or such? Like maybe feel along the outside edge of it or something?
I'm working on it.
Alright, lad. And I'll just run my hand up and down the backside of it, backside of the desk, see if there's anything there.
Yeah, give me another perception check.
Where's Eaton?
Okay, so yeah, you're kind of moving your hand on the back of the desk, and it's made out of metal. It's got a pretty smooth texture to it. It looks fairly new, actually, so it might be his personal desk that he brought in. I mean, you're not sure, but it looks pretty new. Doesn't really have burrs or any rust around it. anything that you can feel on the back. As you're running your hand over the back, you can't really feel anything. There's not really any cords sticking out of the back or anything like that.
No indentations or possible sliding hatches or whatnot in the back.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, John, what is Ethan doing during this?
Nothing illegal.
All right.
So then are you standing outside the door with me?
Probably. Yes.
Alexa will look in, see what the others are doing, and look at Eaton. So, have any plans after this?
I do not.
Neither do I. Cool. Any opinion about what we're doing? You don't say much, do you?
Or has Mike died again?
No, I'm just trying to think of how to answer. I don't think my mic died, did it? Can you hear me?
No, I
Yeah,
can
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I know what I say. I say none of this has anything to do with my mission for the Jedi Order. This is a matter for law enforcement to look into.
What exactly is your mission then?
Hang on a second, I'm looking it up on my little thing.
I haven't updated that, but if you remember, the Jedi Council did actually call you earlier this morning, and she said that you kind of follow leads in the investigation, that they would start handling some of the politics stuff.
Okay, so I am supposed to be dealing with this bomb stuff?
Yeah, and
And we did contact the police. They
Okay,
seem
never
to
mind.
approve.
Forget it, I said that then. I don't know. I guess I don't say anything.
So, you're friends with Kalani then?
No. I know her from years ago when she was a child.
Did you teach her, or?
I spent some time at the temple on Dantooine teaching lightsaber combat when she was there.
She must have been interesting. Small, furry, carrying a lightsaber. Looking at her skills now, it seems as though you must have taught her something.
Trying to get my hands on a second lightsaber.
As I recall, she was a capable student.
You're not really much for humor, are you?
Did you say something funny?
I'm just trying to understand you. To be honest, you've sort of followed us along, but you haven't really given any input or said much. I just don't really know why you're here. Am I supposed to take your silence for an answer?
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to think of a way to answer. I don't know what to say.
I think you're thinking about it too much. You should just talk. Just use your character and go. Well, I think if you're going to contribute to this investigation in any significance, you're going to need to interject yourself into some things. I don't know if you're used to just sort of sitting in the background, but we're a team, and it requires all of us to be participating.
When I see an opportunity to contribute to this investigation, I'll take it.
contribute how? What are you good at?
The focus of most of my career has mostly been on lightsaber combat.
Combat. So, are you some sort of Jedi soldier then?
There are no soldiers in the Jedi Order.
Then what would you call yourself?
I'm a Jedi Master.
So, becoming a master means mastering the ability to cut people to pieces.
John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, but I don't know how to answer it. I guess I just don't have that much to say.
I'm not trying to confuse you. I don't know much about your order. I just have a hard time believing that someone can go throughout their entire life and only really know how to use combat. There aren't other skills you have.
John, might I suggest maybe taking a look at the description for the Jedi Master Prestige class for inspiration?
Look at what?
The description for the Jedi Master Prestige class for some inspiration.
All right. We might come back to that conversation, but I think we're going to jump back into things with Pakaz and Aelant. And
I'm very
Kalani.
confused, Kalani.
Yeah, you're just digging through a mattress. Like, there's foam and stuff everywhere now. You're just kind of like, it's sticking to your fur a little bit. Look kind of like it's snowing.
Being the first of us to go in there, it's like when you catch a cat that's just torn something up, or a dog.
Okay, apparently I'm a bit sleep deprived myself.
That makes sense.
So far, you haven't found anything in the mattress, though. And you haven't blown yourself up, so that's also a plus.
Now, whether or not other people will be blowing themselves up soon is a whole other story.
I have no clue if there's any explosives here. Nobody has said anything about explosives.
Yeah, so Pakaz, what do you want to do next?
Yeah, so you see Pakaz start to get out the some of the tools that he nicked from the place to replace his melted slag of a toolkit. And start to ignore you, basically, and very, very carefully try and cut through a little tiny portion at the bottom of the drawer in the front of it. And take 20 doing this, because I don't want to blow up.
Yeah, okay. If you're gonna take 20 on this part, it's gonna take you several hours, probably.
What did you find, lad?
Hidden compartment. Smells like bomb.
Alright, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. And with that, Aelant is going to back away from the desk.
Alright, so Aelant's backing away from the desk, Kalani is ripping through a mattress, and Pakaz is going very, very slowly. So, yeah, about 15 minutes go by. Kalani, you finish tearing up the mattress. There's nothing really inside it.
Kalani,
I
back away.
blink up at you. What?
Stay away from the desk.
What about the desk?
Boom. Stay away from the desk.
Oh. Collapses into the pile of ripped up mattress.
In the other room.
Okay, so as you guys are doing that, Lexa and Etan standing outside, you see a couple of Coruscanti Undercity police members come through that back entrance stairwell.
I look at Ethan. Shall I greet them or you?
Be my guest.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah, as they're coming up, you can tell that they've got their weapons drawn as they're coming up the stairs. And they kind of see you guys, like, hold it right there.
I raise my unarmed hands towards him. Morning, officers. Can we help you?
Receive reports of a break-in. You match the description. Stand up against the wall.
Hold on. My name is Scarlet, the Scarlet Hunter. We're investigating this on the authority of the Undercity Police. This room is... part of this room and the people within are under investigation for terrorist acts, including the attempted murder of a senator.
I don't know anything about that.
Then contact your supervisor.
Nod to the officer that was behind him, kind of looking around. And at this point, he notices E10, and then he's wearing Jedi robe, so he seems... Well, you can't really see his face because he's wearing armor, but their body language seems like they might kind of believe you a little bit. You hear him on the comm. Sir, there's Scarlet Hunter, something about a terrorist plot. It came to this apartment building. Yes, sir. Yes, I understand, sir. Well, seems like you check out. And then, Lexa, does the police force have your comm frequency?
I assume they have a frequency.
Would it be connected to you or not?
Yeah, my comm system is internal.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You could have... Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, but as I finish saying that, you start getting a call.
Since it's internal, I don't use my lips to answer it. I just sort of think about it.
Okay. Do you want me to say it out loud, or do you want me to, like, type it to you?
And you can say it out loud, I don't care. Unless you want to keep it secret.
Not really. Yeah, so you recognize the call's coming from Chief Irto. And Scarlet, what are you doing?
Well, I thought Baron would have told you, but we're investigating, at least I and a few others are investigating the attempted murder of the senator earlier today.
Yeah, and in that, they kind of mentioned that you were told to inform us if you were going to be investigating any more buildings.
Well, I forgot about that part, to be honest. Look, it's just a low-life building with a couple of other scavengers. None of the people here are actually are worth anything. Most of them are probably criminals.
That's not the point. There are 2 of my officers now responding to this that maybe shouldn't have, or maybe you'd need backup. There was that bomb incident early this morning that I was just briefed on. You should send in a bomb squad.
We have our own bomb squad. We've managed to procure items to take care of such things, and I would have informed you if it had gotten out of hand.
Well, have you found any bombs? Like, the low life though they may be, we should still evacuate the building, if you have.
Hold a moment. And now, since this is the first time I've actually spoken, I've just been standing there staring at them for a little bit. I lean back a little and sort of trying quietly, but also sort of loudly in the doorway. Anyone found anything explosive in the room?
Yes, I might need you in a second.
Good to know. Back to the chief. There might be some
Hear the sound
explosives,
of a small drill.
but I have the means to disarm it, and we'll be disarming it in the next couple of seconds. I would appreciate it if your officers were not holding us up so that I could finish that.
Well, yeah, I'll have them start evacuating the surrounding rooms in case that thing goes off. Can't have civilian casualties.
Not sure that's entirely necessary. I have an antigen that neutralizes it fairly quickly.
And if it explodes, I can't have that. And then it's like, it was good to hear from you, but just let me know what's going on, please. I'm here to help.
I know. Look, if I was on my own, I would have been more informed. The thing is I'm with a group now, and they sort of do things without asking, and I sort of got caught up in it. But I'll do better.
Yeah, you're working with the Jedi. I thought they were, supposed to keep people informed of what they're doing too. Anyway, well, good luck. Let me know if you find anything else.
Very well.
And he'll hang up, and then you see the officer in front answers comms again. So, sir, bombs evacuate the building. Well, at least adjacent rooms. Yes, sir, we'll get right on that. And you see the two, they go in separate directions, like on either side of the room. And knock on the doors discreetly, and kind of making whispering sounds to people that come out.
I make my way into the room and see what the others are doing.
Right. So, as far as I know, Kalani is sitting in her pile of mattress. And Elon is standing very far away from the drawers. And Picasso started to kind of drill a hole in the side of the desk.
What in the blasted space pots of Nar Shaddaa are you all doing?
And it is about that time Elon is pulling out a datapad. What? Paquez found, or thinks he found a bomb. I'm trying to not get blown up, and I'm going to go ahead and search for somebody that might have been or might be a suspect, but I want to eliminate him from that.
I look at Kalani. What's your excuse?
She's not really conscious right now.
What happened to Kalani?
For that I'm not sure. I know she sat down on the bed.
Twitch.
Yeah, as you look at it, it looks like she's sleeping.
Passed out cold.
You can see some slow, rhythmic breathing.
Twitch.
5 minutes, guys. It's been
good
5
lady.
minutes.
That's
No,
not my
it's been
fault.
longer than that.
Yeah, no, it's been
It's
been
like
longer than
15.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 15, 20 minutes.
That's not my fault, and I'm going to try to look up and see if I can't connect to the police HoloNet and look up that blue Twi'lek that we saw earlier.
I go see what Prakash is doing, because if he thinks there's a bomb there and he's drilling, that seems like a really bad idea.
If you want to, be careful.
Yeah, Elon, roll gather information.
Let me find the button. Which button? There. Oh, there it is. I do have to ask, has it been 24 hours since I used NAC, or no?
Did you use it during the fight? Or did you use it after that? Either way, I think you used it at one of those points.
I know I used it on the day before. I just trying to figure out where. I have it marked down in my notes that I used it. I just don't know when.
Yeah, it's about 7 in the morning, so I don't think you used it that early. So it hasn't, and you didn't really get a full rest either, so it doesn't really reset there.
Okay.
But yeah, you're digging through. You find a guy named Gur Haskell. He's got a minor rap sheet, some petty larceny, some theft. Looks like he got into a bar fight with somebody a couple of years ago, but nothing really major.
Any known places of residence?
It looks like he's been here for the past 5 years. As well, when he wasn't in prison.
Okay. Possible contact for future interrogation. Cool.
Okay. Is Picard's going to explain to Lexa what he is doing?
I mean, does she ask?
I think she made a very pointed, like, what on earth are you doing? Oh no, I mean that was before she went over to you.
Yeah, so I imagine because is there with like some sort of tiny jigsaw, vibro jigsaw or something.
It's making a very loud squeaking sound because it's cutting through metal.
Yeah.
I thought you said there was a bomb in here.
Yes, it's a pressure system. You need to go in from the side. I'm trying to get a little hole, and if you can neutralize it, I need to see if we can see it from this angle first.
You're not at all concerned about drilling into a place where a bomb might be.
That's why I didn't open it.
Can I inspect this with a mechanics check to just be like, to see if he's doing the right thing here?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so you're taking a look at it. As you're looking at the drawer, I mean, it seems like the pressure plate thing is plausible, and if that is in fact correct, then what he's doing seems like it is the safest option at the moment, as long as he doesn't accidentally drill too far through and hit something. And the tool he's using, while not necessarily ideal for it, is probably the best thing you've got on hand. Aside from maybe if you wanted to like stab a lightsaber through it, but real gentle like.
Instant explosion.
What?
Hey, that very gently melts metal.
And the heat.
Boom!
Yeah, that's why
Unstable combat.
it would cut through things well, but it's probably not as safe as what he's doing.
That's why he didn't get the microfusion cutter out.
Yeah, so it takes you probably about 5 more minutes to make like at least a hole that you can kind of, if you get really close to, you can peer through it.
I have dark vision. Can I see it through it?
Yeah, if you stand far enough, like, yeah, you can kind of see it. And if you kind of like slowly pull open the drawer, there's a little bit of gaps where the plate is, so it lets in a little bit of light too. But as you're looking in, there's a a mechanism that looks like it's attached to both the bottom and the top, or at least the top part of the drawer compartment is sitting on top of it, and it's got one of those vials sitting in it again. And it looks like the only thing in the drawer is a data pad.
Can I prep one of the charges and get my hand through and inject it into the volatile substance?
The hole is not big enough to fit your hand yet. You'll have to cut it bigger. You can just kind of
Is
see
it big
through.
enough to fit an R2-D2 sized hand?
No, it's
big
like
enough.
it's pretty. He like did it really tiny. Just like this is like the initial look through. So it's like the size of like a thick pen.
Like, where can I cut a hole close enough to the capsule that the needle from the thing can reach it?
It's kind of in the center, so you probably have to be able to fit the whole syringe mechanism inside, which is not extremely large. It's pretty tiny, but you'll probably have to at least double the size of the hole.
Working to...
Assuming nothing else happens and no one stops me, I go back to taking 20 to double the size of the hole.
I don't have any mechanical tricks.
Yeah. So, yeah. Unless Lex is going to stop him, yeah, he can keep going. Sorry, were you saying something, Zeri?
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay. Yeah, so it takes you about... Well, you're going pretty careful now, because now you can see how the system is set up. And you're trying to avoid any unnecessary vibrations that might accidentally set it off. It takes you about 15 minutes to make the hole big enough for Alexa to try and get in there.
How long is it?
15 minutes.
So how long have we been doing this?
He's been drilling for the past like 25-ish minutes. It's approaching like 7:15, 7:20 in the morning.
Okay. I guess I will once again try to inject the charge into the substance.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check. So probably was a wise decision. So you're going through. You almost bump some stuff, like you almost bump the top, which would kind of shake things. But you managed to get the needle in there and do the thing, and you think you've successfully introduced it into the vial and neutralized it.
Because do you want me to remove the bomb, or do you want to remove the bomb?
Wait a minute. Can I try to use move light object to move the capsule out of wherever it is?
Do you want to move the capsule, or I mean, you can. It looks kind of like it's held in place. It's kind of like part of the mechanism, and the mechanism looks like it's kind of like attached to the bottom of the drawer.
Ooh, I know. If with a little light, if I can see what the mechanism is that would crush it, can I hold that from crushing it while I pick it up?
I mean, yeah, or you can hold it while Lex is picking it up. Yeah, you can probably do that.
Okay, you lift the thing. I will, just in case, make sure the capsule doesn't get crushed if I can.
All right. With my hand that doesn't have the grapple hook attached to it, I reach in and I carefully get a grasp a hold of the bomb. I want to kind of shift my body so that if it explodes, it'll only explode on that half of me to begin with. And then I just very carefully, trying not to disturb it, pull it out of the hole.
Oh, you're trying to... What are you trying to grab exactly?
Like the bomb, right?
The so the explosive is kind of like attached to the rest of the detonating mechanism.
Yeah, I
But
was
he's holding it
implying you to like lift up
Well,
the
he's
false
holding- he's
bottom out
holding-
of the drawer.
Yeah, he's holding the hammer that's gonna set off the explosive.
Right, and I'm pulling out whatever's left.
Yeah, but it's still attached. He's just keeping it from getting detonated. Like, if you didn't neutralize it, he's preventing it from getting detonated. But it's still screwed into the bottom of the drawer.
Can I start undoing the screws then?
I mean, yeah. You can also just take the top plate off.
Okay, I'll do that. One-handed.
Yeah, so you take it off, and because you can feel that it's like wouldn't be tripping, but you can move it and kind of slowly let the thing go if you want to, or just keep holding it. Your choice.
I wish
but
to
you
bend the
prevent it.
hammer backwards so it can't.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's good
Probably
enough.
a really delicate mechanism. So
Yeah, you can kind of sabotage it a little bit. And yeah, so it does not explode. Yay! You successfully didn't explode things.
Okay. I've got the bomb now, right?
You have the lid. The bomb is attached to the bottom.
We have the lid.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will put the lid down. And I'm going to take the data pad out. And take it out and reach over and say, Ayland, come here. Carefully.
Aelon will walk back in from outside and... What's up, lass?
Take the data pad. If we explode, we'll need this.
Alright. And he will take the data pad.
Right. Can I inspect the bomb? I want to make sure it's diffused.
Yeah. I mean, looking like you got the needle to go in, and you injected it. So like all the other ones, you're pretty sure it's inert.
Is there a way I can be much more sure?
No. So it's a clear liquid, and it kind of stays that way. I think, unless I said last time it changed color when you neutralized it. I can't remember anymore because I didn't have that detail of notes for that part.
I sort of have the impression, but I can't say for sure.
Same way from the notes. If I mentioned at the end of the last time if it changed color when they neutralized it, I don't remember.
I do not need.
I'd have to go back to the recording on that one.
I'm looking.
In all honesty, I only pay half attention if my character isn't actually there.
Yeah, it was just like it was on like a different computer and didn't have that good of notes because I had to have Discord open in a browser when I was talking, and it was just like so I couldn't talk and like slightly take notes at the same time, and it was rough. I think it was like within the last 15 minutes of the last section of the recording. I think if you were looking for that, Zeri.
No, I'm looking through my notes.
Oh, okay.
The last thing I wrote was oval-shaped clear liquid vials, highly explosive, called liquid death. We have the names of the compounds used in the creation.
Okay. I don't recall saying it changed colors or anything. So, unless you know what, I'm gonna go check.
I feel like I would have written that down if you had said that.
Yeah, probably. You know, I'll just say it later. But yeah, like you did the exact same thing that you've done for all the other ones.
Okay.
And you can, looking at it, you can tell Picaz has kind of bent back the mechanism that would have set it off. So you don't think the mechanism is even capable of setting it off now.
Right. Ayland, is the CUP still out there?
Did I see them out there?
Yeah, they're hanging around. They've gotten people out, but they only got like the near vicinity out, and they're kind of just hanging back.
Yeah, they're hanging back, but they're still here.
Might want to inform them of the device we found and that it is currently, as far as we know, disabled.
Alright, shall do so. And I'll walk out, let them know. It's currently, as far as we can tell, disabled.
I would like to walk up to, or who has the data pad?
I believe Ayland has it now.
I would like to touch it.
Oh, you're gonna do your space magic thingy on it. Great.
Yes, I wish to use technometry on it. All I am interested in is the nature of the security on it. In particular, auto data wiping. Security features.
Yeah, as you first kind of feel it out, you can tell that without the correct passwords entering in, it's fairly complicated, but not extremely. Yeah, the whole system is it's actually a mechanical surge. It'll just completely fry everything.
Ooh. And for every 5 overruled events, I get an extra piece of information within its memory. So aside from that one, the base one, if I get any extra over, just random single bits of information.
Yeah, since you're dealing with the security protocols and things, you actually managed to pull out 3 of the 4 passwords that you think you'll need.
Yay.
Because, what are you doing with that?
Remember what I told you before about the computer code thing and the force thing?
You've told me many things. I don't think you told me that thing.
I could have sworn I talked about doing that to help you with the thing and finding out things.
You know
But
that
never
you
mind.
say things sometimes, and it's not exactly, it doesn't come out the way you think it does.
Well, I have 3 of 4 passwords that you need for this thing.
Do you need me to try and acquire the 4th?
If we mess that up, it will fry itself.
Yeah, so the passwords you got, you're pretty sure like it'll give. So there's really just like one obvious one password to get into the device, and then the other ones are kind of like a subset protocol passwords that you got to run in order to stop the destruction thing. That's kind of just like a secret thing that's not apparent. But you think you'll have like sometime if you use the first password, you might have more access to try and find the last thing that you need. But you'll only have you have less than a minute before everything gets fried.
So mechanically, what does that do to my rolls?
I mean, once you have you're going to be like past like its main cryptid firewall. So like
we can't take 20.
No, because that'll take too much time. You can't take 20. So it'll just be easier to access the information once you enter the first password to kind of unlock it. So then you'll kind of be behind all the security systems except for this detonation protocol thing.
It's a risk, but I'm good at what I do. Give me a chance.
I might as well hand it to you.
I take it.
And I will do 8 another if possible.
Yeah, how exactly are you accessing the systems, Zeri?
Computers considered droids.
They're not quite as.
I have a question first though. What's your use computer bonus?
20.
20. I'm at 17, but I do have the option to take 10 after seeing the roll.
We can't take 10 though, that'll take too long.
No, I can treat it as if I had taken 10, even after the roll's been made. So as far as time goes, it doesn't matter. Meaning I can just take as if I'd rolled 10.
But then the highest you can get is a 27.
Yep.
I just feel like it's got to be higher.
Wait, the highest I can get is a 27 with a 17.
17 plus 10.
Oh, yeah, if you take
Oh
10,
yeah,
but
yeah. If I take 10, but then I could also add in a force point.
You add force points to taking rolls?
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't think you can either.
I mean, if I roll above a 10, I roll a 30.
I mean, if you're aiding another, I'll let you, since you've gotten into the system fairly well, Bazak, I'll let Zeri roll with advantage. And as long as and you'll still have a minute, so you'll probably have time to try a couple things if you don't get it the first time, unless you trigger something.
Okay, so my question remains, is it somewhat like a droid? Because I was thinking I could sort of jury-rig my internal droid communicator and sort of talk to the computer.
It's not that smart, so probably not. It doesn't really work like that.
Okay.
I mean, you can use I don't know, if you have an R2D2 interface thing. You can probably just like plug right into it. But
Right, I have my data pad.
yeah, I mean, you can use that to access it. Once you put in the first password, you'll have access, so you could probably get into most of the subsystems fairly easily.
Okay. So I'll enter in the first password then.
Okay, then give me a use computer check with advantage.
So that's a 28.
Yeah, so as you're going through, you're looking for the fourth password. You can't seem to locate what the password actually is. But upon looking at it, you think you might be able to bypass the system entirely, potentially.
Okay. I will try to do that then.
Right, yeah, give me another use computer check then.
That's better.
Yes, that is much better.
Yeah, so you put in some code and it seems to have bypassed the sequence entirely.
Okay. Can I access the files?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Well, what do you want? What are you looking for? There's you're looking at the director's like his HoloNet activity, and then there's some subsystems. There's some folders that look like blueprints, and then there's inventory, and then there's like some communication stuff.
I search for the list of components that I know are within the liquid vials. Any references to those?
So it pops up a lot on the blueprints for the droids. He's as you're looking at it, it's very meticulous. Everything is measured out, spelled out to the letter exactly what everything is made out of and what everything is. So you see a lot of it there. The components do have you find one invoice that has it on there, or would be considered an invoice. That does have what looks to be a couple of those boxes worth of explosives. And that's from about a year and a half ago.
He bought these a year and a half ago?
Yes.
From whom?
It doesn't directly say. It's got it's got an ID number from and contact information, but it doesn't have a name.
Okay. Are there any messages on here?
Yeah, so you can see some communication with yeah, he's got like a whole his messaging system. It looks like aside from the invoices, like the messages really only go back about a couple months.
What was the last message?
Looks like I don't have my notes anymore, so I need to retype this real quick.
You gotta put your notes on Google Docs.
No, it's on Dropbox, but this computer didn't sync with the most recent version before my computer crashed. My other computer crashed. So I have most of my notes on this computer. I just don't have my most recent version of my notes on this computer.
Google Docs is better. It saves online.
What about Evernote?
Yeah, I should, yeah. Anyway.
Just giving you pro GM tip. Just
yeah.
Cause, yeah.
I have put it into Roll20. And that's an outgoing message. That's the most recent one.
Okay. Is there any mention about who this datapad belongs to?
When you're looking through it, it doesn't really look like there's actually any sort of identifying information in, well, anything, really.
Okay. So, assuming I had to hack into this, I got a pretty good look at its security system, right?
Yeah.
Is it similar to the one that Ayland is looking for? The one that goes to Nar Shaddaa?
I think that was Terrace.
Or Terrace, yeah.
Yeah, looking at it, this security system doesn't look the same, really. The stuff we were looking at was kind of like almost more like a virus kind of thing. This is dealing with the mechanics of something, and it's a built-in security system. So it's, yeah, it doesn't look the same.
All right. I assume I've been sharing all of this as I've been going through it. And I hand the datapad to Bakaz and say, if there's anything else you want to look for.
If there's anything about controls to the droids.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look, there's probably stuff in the blueprints potentially.
I just wanted to see if this is where the droids got orders from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so as you're looking through, it looks like the base operating systems and everything were kind of written on here. From what you can tell, it looks like they're set up so that someone who has the access key can control them from wherever, like whatever device they're using. So as far as you can tell, this datapad actually hasn't been used to give droids any orders at all.
Mm. Also, I'd recommend downloading everything on here. Best to have a backup.
We get our hands on that remote access key. I could control them from anywhere. Without the datapad.
But the access key, maybe I didn't hear something.
Droids, they're set up to take orders only from those who have this remote access key, and it can be taken from any mobile device. But if I had it, I could translate it in binary and wouldn't need to have a device.
No, I just mean download all the information that's stored on this device onto a separate device. That way, if this needs to go in for evidence or something, we have a copy.
I know. I was saying we need to find this key.
Kaz nods.
Yeah, so the last message kind of had a code in it as well. That didn't have, and the time of this looks like it's about 15 minutes before. Well, Pakaza, when you're looking at the message, it looks like it was about 15 minutes before, in the Force Visions, you saw the droids fly out of the store.
What messages were in this?
I mean, you make do. Well, there's the first message that I put in Roll20. That's the most recent message.
I didn't know it was in Roll20.
Yeah, that's the most recent message, and it's outgoing.
I don't see it in Roll20, or is it pasted in the chat?
It should be.
Oh yes, it's in the chat. I didn't do it as a handout. I'll probably be updating that handout, but we'll probably be stopping.
Left. My mouse's scroll wheel kicked me to a previous page.
You don't get to read the super secret message. That's 1-2 sentences.
I have it in my notes. I wrote it down.
Yeah, I'll update it with. I'll make a handout for things.
Well, I need to go shopping. Kaz looks down.
We should probably get out of here. We've got all we need, and we've made a bit of a scene. Who's ever using this will know that the jig is up, since nothing exploded.
Oh, for sure. Come on, Kalani. Wake up, lass.
Actually, Zeri, give me a perception roll.
Just roll natural 20s like I was doing earlier. They're gone now, but...
Thanks.
Yeah, that's what you notice when you're going through things. Anyway, so you guys are heading out?
Cool.
And yeah, on your way out, the two officers will kind of stop you. Will you find anything?
So, Zeriana, did you download the datapad?
I thought you were doing that.
I don't have a datapad.
I gave... Oh, right.
Yeah, I only have that datapad.
I will be doing that while you talk to the guards.
Oh, lads, yeah, we found a few things, including this particular vial. It's inert, or should be, right, boss?
I nod as I'm busy.
My cause is giving Elon a wide berth.
we got a little bit more
Yeah.
briefing on this. So it's the same. It's the same kind of stuff that was that you found at that store.
Liquid death.
Great. Well, as far as I know, people back at the precinct haven't been able to find out who owned the store at all.
That's interesting. Alright. Well, we did apply the agent to it, so it should be safe. But here you go, just in case. If you would kindly take this off my hands.
No, I'll just let it be. I'll call in a member of the bomb squad.
Would you like me to just hang it up here in the middle of the thin air, or put it on the floor?
Just put it.
Perhaps
just-
over back over on the desk.
Yeah, just set it down. Carefully.
Alright. Yeah, carefully, yes. And Elon will take a few steps away and kind of lay it gently where everybody can see it, and probably take a piece of paper and write bomb on it, and then put that over or next to the vial.
So you just found a bomb? There's nothing else?
I just found that and this particular data pad, but that's it.
Before he can direct the cops to the Phantom data pad, is looking this over. Would this be considered an advanced data pad?
Not really. I mean, actually, yeah, it probably is.
With this advanced security system and all
Yeah,
this?
and it's got some,
Yeah,
So,
if it's
I'd say
running programs, it
pretty
has to be
advanced,
in
yeah.
advanced state.
Oh, if it's an
So-
advanced one, then I'm not saying squat.
It's better than the one I have.
If you just have a regular data pad, then yes, it is better than the one you have.
I'm confused.
Then
Are we talking basic versus full, or is this some sort of extra advanced?
I only have 100 credit data pad.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
I lost the 1,000 credit one.
And mine's just the basic.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
so
is
it's-
the
Yeah, so it's the 1,000 credit version.
Then zoink.
And Kalani was asleep, so she does not know.
This is now Lexus.
Did you still copy things?
Oh yeah, I'm putting it on the basic one now, but I'm keeping the advanced one, and I'm going to transfer my own files to
Okay.
the advanced one.
Yeah. Yeah. Make another perception check.
I'm converting this to mine. This is like the Apple 7.
Does it burst into flames like the Galaxy S7? It almost burst into flames.
Are you kidding me? It was almost an 18.
Oh, good night. I saw that too. It was like, nope, I don't want to be an 18 today.
Alrighty. So you're just trying to hide it from everybody.
I'm really curious what you're having to make perception rolls.
I'm not gonna tell you
I know.
what she could potentially be noticing because she's not noticing it.
It's probably the camera that's on and staring at my face. It's probably bugged.
The extra bomb that got detonated. What? No.
The bomb that's inside the data pad.
Yeah,
That'd be a really tiny bomb.
and
Actu-
this is Star Wars.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? This is smarter. Instead, I'm going to download all of the files onto the basic data pad, everything that we need, and then I'm going to wipe clean the new data pad. And after I finish wiping it clean, then I'll download my new stuff.
Okay.
That's a smarter thing to do. It's a factory default. And when I'm done with that, I'll hand the basic data pad to Bakaz to do with as he will.
Cool. All right. I mean, yeah, you'll probably have to finish doing that a little bit later if you guys are leaving. So the cops will look at you and be like, "Wow, really? Just a bomb?" And that's kind of strange. I guess it was meant to catch anyone who came in. Yeah, any other leads at all?
Not too much. I found, or we passed a gentleman by the name of Gunnar Haskell on the way in here. if you want, you could bring him in for questioning and ask him who lived in 513. But that's about all you could do. I don't.
The
think
person who lived here was a lizard.
A lizard?
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, that'll at least get us somewhat of a lead.
Wait. How do you know? How do you know who? But so you know what they look like?
Yes, I saw
And
it.
Well, then you can, if you can give us a good enough description, we might be able to run it through some sort of recognition program back at the precinct.
I start immediately describing to the best of my ability.
Well, I'm not trained to do that. The guy who's trained to do that's back at the precinct. But if you guys want to head there, you might be able to track this guy down. We'll stay here, try and ask around if anybody knows who is living here. I'll let Chief Erdo know if that you're on your way if you're going to head down there.
I need clothes. Kaz looks down.
Yes, you do.
yeah, that particular explosion you heard from gentleman earlier, that was this gentleman here who was not quite as cautious as he should have been. But if you'll let us go ahead and get him a replacement set of clothing, maybe even a shower, kind of wipe off the debris of explosive whatnot on him. We'll head over to the station, see if we can't get that particular description to you.
Well, I'd prefer to get the description right away, just in case it goes out of your mind. But I'm sure someone at the station could probably make a run, see if they can get something that'll fit you.
Alright, Pakaz, looks like you're on your own. Bye.
And the rest of you can go down too. Maybe you guys can help figure out why we can't see who was registered that owned the store. The tech guys were complaining about it.
Hey, alright. Let's see if we can't get some sleep, and then I'll see if I can't take a look at it. I'll do what I can.
Alright, well, get out of here. We'll handle cleanup. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
Oh, for sure, lads. We'll make sure you continue to stay in the loop as much as possible.
Are you saying it that sarcastic sounding?
Just exactly the way I said it.
Alright, roll deception.
Let me find the button. It's not too bad. But then
it's not too good either.
But then Elon's got a smirk on his face. It's not sarcasm that's coming out. It's more like understanding of being in the loop and being out of the loop. Because somebody's kept him out of the loop several times before.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't see their faces or anything, but one was just like, let's clear out so we can get the bomb squad guy in here. And the other guy's radioing for members of the bomb squad to come in.
That's all yours.
Alrighty, I think we're gonna end it there tonight, since John had to drop out and Kyrath's missing, and it's also 12:17 now.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Thank you for joining us here tonight, guys. It was fun once again and had a great night. Nobody blowed up tonight, which is saying something. Alright, y'all have a good night and God bless.